It's as if they're standing at the foot of a mountain, and they have this abstract concept called impact.
Okay, hello, and welcome to our next video. Today we're going to be expanding double brackets. Now, you've also seen with my mate Lewis, he's expanded single brackets, but obviously I'm a bit more clever than him, so I'll go on to a bit more difficult stuff. First thing we're going to do is we're going to recall the appearance of a double bracket. Then we're going to apply a method for expanding double brackets that are going to involve both addition and subtraction. The first question that we're going to have a go at is x plus 3 in the first bracket and x plus 4 in the second bracket. Now, there's a nice method that we can use to make things simple. It's called the grid method. Basically, what we do is we put the x and then the plus 3 down one column of the grid. Then we put the x plus 4 across the top row of the grid. And then we can just multiply each number where they sync up in the grid. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is x multiplied by x. X times x is x squared. Then we're going to do x multiplied by the plus 4. X multiplied by plus 4 is plus 4x. Then we're going to do x multiplied by 3. That's plus 3x. Then finally in the bottom right, we're going to do the 3 multiplied by 4, and that is 12. Notice in our grid, we have some like terms here. So we've got a 3x and we've got a 4x. Now these we can simplify. 3x plus 4x makes 7x. Remember, within all the numbers we've just calculated within the grid, we add up to get our final answer. Okay, so adding all these up, we're going to get x squared plus 7x. Remember what I just said, 3x plus 4x is 7x, plus 12. That's our answer. The next example I'm going to show you, remember we have a minus 2 here. We answer it in exactly the same way that we've answered the previous question that I've just showed you. Pause the video now, have a go, then I'll go through the solution. Okay, so what you should have done is laid it out in the grid, as is on the screen to the right of me. So the first thing we do is x multiplied by x, x squared. Then we do the x multiplied by the minus 2, that gives us minus 2x, remember, that's a minus number. Then we go down, we've got x multiplied by the 4, that gives us plus 4x. And then finally, we've got, in the bottom right, we've got 4 multiplied by minus 2. Remember, a plus and a minus makes a minus, so that gives us minus 8. Again, we add up the like terms. We add up the 4x, we add that to the minus 2x. So plus 4x minus 2x gives us a positive 2x. So our final expression looks like this. X squared plus 4x minus 8. Remember, we've just added up all the things within the grid. Okay, so in this case, we've got two minuses in the example to the right of me. We've got x minus 5 in one bracket, and we've got x minus 4 in the next bracket. Again, pause the video, have a go, I'll go through the solution in a second. Okay, so again, we're just answering it exactly the same way as we answered all the others. So we've got x times x, x squared. X times minus 4, minus 4x. X times minus 5, minus 5x. Minus 5 multiplied by minus 4. This is the tricky bit here, because a minus number and a minus number, if you multiply those together, it actually makes a positive number. So minus 5 times minus 4 is actually positive 20. So again, just like the previous examples, what we're going to do is add up every number within inside the grid. So we've got x squared, then we've got minus 5 plus minus 4. So that actually gives us minus 5 minus 4x, obviously, in front of each. And that actually gives us minus 9x. Remember, we can simplify those like terms. So our final expression looks like this. X squared minus 9x plus 20. Okay, so what you'll notice in this example is we've got a 2 in front of the x in the bracket, that's 2x plus 4. And then we've got a 5 in front of the x in the bracket that says 5x minus 4. Then we've got to multiply these together. Don't be alarmed, we do these in exactly the same way as all the others, but the 2 and the 5 are going to be multiplied together at some point. Okay, so laying it out as a grid, the first thing we do is multiply 2x by 5x. That gives us 10x squared. So remember, we've multiplied the 2 and the 5 there. We've also multiplied the x's there, so 10x squared. Then the next example, we're going to do 2x multiplied by the minus 4. Now that's going to give us minus 8x. Okay, moving on, we're going to do the 5x multiplied by the positive 4. That's going to give us 20x. And finally, we move on to the bottom right, and that's going to be 4 multiplied by minus 4. Remember, a plus multiplied by a minus makes a minus, so that's going to give us minus 16. Again, adding up the like x terms, that's going to give us a total answer of 10x squared plus 12x, because 20x minus 8x is 12x. So 10x squared plus 12x minus 16. Like with all of our previous videos, I'm going to leave you on an exam question. Remember, the solution to this exam question can be found in the description below. Have a go first, then look at the description. Thank you.
It's as if they're standing at the foot of a mountain, and they have this abstract concept called impact that they want to have in the world, which is the summit. What they don't see is the mountain.